Hi everyone, welcome to Wild Writing in the Time of Corona with me, Cassie, and we're on day 583. And today I've gone back to what I started the workshops with, which is the kind of random selection of words or phrases which are put together to create a poem. So if you want to do this with me, I hope you might enjoy it. It's usually quite a fruitful exercise. So you need pen and paper or something to write on and with. And probably as you're listening to this, I suggest you maybe pause the video when I ask you to do something in terms of writing, because that'll make it easier for you. So the first thing is you're going to make a list of words, or you can call them prompts if you like. So the first one today is a window. So if you just write down window or a window. The second is a door. You write down door. The third is a journey. The fourth is a challenge. The fifth is a craft. And the sixth is a part of the body. So we have window, door, journey, challenge, craft, and part of the body. And the idea is that you very quickly come up with something that for you is represented by that prompt. So, for example, when I looked at window, I thought, it was the window I was looking at the London skyline from recently. So I put that down. And the door, so whatever door, it could be anything at all. That's completely free and completely up to you. So I suggest you take a few minutes to do that. So when you have your choices, you then, what I do is I sort of study them a little bit and think how I can connect them. Sometimes I think I choose which one to start with or where to start in the poem. And sometimes I think about the point of view I'm going to write from. So for example, today, because there was some of my recent experience in it, I chose deliberately to depersonalize it and to write in the third person. But you don't have to make those choices. But from that mass of words or phrases that you have, just try and see what comes from it. If you're new to this, I suggest you try and just be descriptive. But so I'll tell you my prompts just to show you kind of where it goes. So the first one was this window looking over London from Wimbledon, where I was staying. The door, I put a door that always sticks in my mind is the cathedral door to Durham Cathedral. The journey was part of a journey I made yesterday, which we travelled from London northwards and came through the chalk hills fairly near Oxford. The challenge was being quiet, which I find quite a struggle. Oh, some people do anyway. It's particularly young children, I think, sometimes. For the craft, I just wrote the word writing. And for part of the body, I wrote skin. So that's how that was my choice. And I studied it for a little while, and I knew that I had the makings of a journey in those images, probably just from London to Durham. I had the sense of quietness that I wanted to come out, and there was something about writing and skin. And I let those settle for not very long, and as quite often happens to me, and maybe I'm just lucky, I got the first line, which I was pleased with, and from then I was able to go. So this is a poem that emerged from that, and it's called, excuse me, From a London Window. Life is writing on her skin, invisible ink, silent as stars, printing her like a book. She stares out, London's night horizon shimmers, jewelled red from towers, dormant cranes. Dawn pushes up the heavy blanket of night as she sleeps, skin relaxed, just readable now to any watcher who may chance to float by. Tomorrow she will travel north through the Oxford Gap, stretch her as yet unwritten neck, marvelling at the red kites as they glide, privileged to catch the underside. White feathers shield their core. Onward to Durham, to the cathedral, for sanctuary, unseen words tattooed on her skin. Knocking on the door, ink on a pin. It is written, words, lives, our histories, all are taken in. So I must say I've had a few days without writing, and I was the process is very interesting, because initially I was quite reluctant to write this, but as so often I find, the reward that comes from the writing process is really, it makes it really worth it. And you might also be interested to know that today was a poem that I had to edit quite a lot. I tried it, for example, writing as a male rather than a female pronoun, and I had quite a lot of crossings out. I'll just show you the amount of them. So there's quite a lot, and quite a lot of inserting kind of little articles or not. Anyway, that was the process. I hope you've enjoyed listening. Do, as always, feel free to contact me, and I shall be back in a few days with another poem. Until then, take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye for now.